Hi, I'm Bernadeta. This is Syntax Project 1. Part 1, Parts of Speech. Introduction to Parts of Speech. Sentences are made up of words, and understanding word categories crucial in syntax. Part of speech or syntactic category defines a word's function in a sentence. Traditional definitions, example, noun for person, place, and things, are oversimplified and inaccurate. Instead, we use distributional criteria how a word used in a sentence. Distributional criteria. The first, we determine parts of speech by distributions, not meaning. Two types of distributions: morphological affixes like prefixes or suffixes on a word. Example, lion for nouns, li or adverbs for adverbs. Synthetic words that appear near the word, example, nouns after the. A single affix can have different functions, so be careful. Major parts of speech. Noun is an often take suffixes like man, ness, follow determiners, the, and adjectives can be subjects or objects. Verbs, fee, often take suffixes like it, the, can take a past tense, in, follow, and auxiliaries will be adjectives. Often take suffixes like in, able, all, can take or x. Comparatives, superlative, appear between determiners and nouns or after is. Adverbs, many and in li modify verbs. Adjectives or other adverbs cannot appear between a determiners and a noun. Open versus closed lexical versus functional. Open class, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. We can easily add new words, example, puffies. Closed class, determiners, prepositions, conjunctions. New words are rare. Lexical nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs then provide the content of sentence. Functional, determinants, prepositions, conjunction then provide the glue that holds a sentence together. Verbs, subcategories, and summary. Verbs can be subcategories by their argument, structure, how many, noun, phrases, NPS, or prepositional phrases, phrase, PPS, they take. Intransitive, 1. Argument, example, smile, is NP. Transitive argument, example, hit, NP to NP, and the transitive three arguments. Example, give NP to NP or NP or PP. For conclusion, to conclude in understanding parts of speech is fundamental to synthetic analysis. By analyzing morphological and synthetic distributions, we can accurately categorize words and understand their roles in sentence structure. And this for reference by Berg, Lin, Aim in 1999, English syntax from Word to Discourse, New York, Oxford University Press, and the second, Arts Best in 2001, English Syntax and Argumentation, second editions, New York, Blackleaf Publishers, Lit. Part 2, we make a diagram for 5 sentences. The first sentence, the book was recommended by the professor, has been borrowed by several students. So, for the explanation this diagram, the sentence has a main clause, the book has been borrowed by several students, with a relative clause that was recommended by the professor, modifying the noun book. So the main clause is a simple subject, verb, object structure, although the object is expressed as a passive voice verb borrowed with a prepositional phrase by several students, indicating the agent. The subject NP is the book. The contents determined is the, and a noun is a book. The noun book is modified by the relative clause that was recommended by the professor. This relative clause acts as an adjective phrase. The relative clause starts with the relative pronoun that functioning as the subject of the relative clause, though often omitted, but it contains the auxiliary verbs was and the past participle recommended, followed by a prepositional phrase by the professor, indicating the agent of the recommendation. The main clause is VP has been borrowed by several students. Start with auxiliary verbs has been, perfect passive, that main verb borrowed, and the prepositional phrase by several students or agent, and the last, the prepositional phrase by several students consists of the preposition by, the determiner, several, and the noun students. For the sentence number 2, the diagrams, the sentence is, although the match was delayed due to rain, the players continue their warm-up routine. For the explanation for this diagram is, this sentence is a complex sentence containing an adverbial clause, although the match was delayed due to rain, and a main clause, the players continue their warm-up routine. The adverbial clause is introduced by the subordinating conjunctions, although forming an adversarial phrase advp that modifies the main clause. With the adversarial clause, the subject is MP, the match, determiner D, and noun is match. The verb phrase is VP was delayed with the auxiliary verb was and the past participle delayed, and the reason for the delay is given by the prepositional phrase due to rain. Preposition due to plus noun is rain. The main clause has been standard SVO structure. The subject MP is the players, determiner is the D, plus noun is the players. The verb phrase VP is continue their warm-up routine. Verb for continue, object MP, then their warm-up routine. And the last, the object MP, their warm-up routine contains the possessive pronoun their and the compound noun warm-up routines. Sentence number 3 is the new regulation were announced by the government after the economy showed signs of stability. So the diagram explanation, this sentence is another complex sentence with a main clause. The new regulations were announced by the government, and an adversarial clause of time is after the economy showed signs of instability. The main clause is in the passive voice. The subject NP is the new regulations. Determiner is the plus adjective is new, and noun is regulations. The first phrase or VP is were announced with the auxiliary verb were and the past participle announced. The agent indicate by the prepositional phrase by the government. Preposition is by, determinant is the, and noun is the government. The adverbial clause of the time is introduced by the subordinating conjunction is after, forming a conjunction phrase conj be that modifies that the main clause. Within the adverbial clause, the subject NP is the economy, determiner is the, noun is economy. The verb phrase VP is show signs of stability, verb is show, object NP signs of stability. The object NP signs of instability contains the noun signs followed by prepositional phrase of stability, prepositions of plus noun instability acting as a post modifier. The sentence number 4 is the man who has arrested last night had been hiding in the abandoned warehouse for weeks. For the diagrams explanation, the sentence has a main clause. The man had been hiding in the abandoned warehouse for weeks, with a relative clause who has arrested last night, modifying the noun man. The main clause has been has a subject verb adverbial structure. The subject MP is the man is modifying by the relative clause who has arrested last night. This relative clause acts as an adjective phrase. The relative clause starts with the relative pronoun who functioning as the subject of the relative clause. It contains the auxiliary verbs was and the past participle arrest followed by the adverbial phrase last night. Adverb is last plus noun is night, functioning as an adverb. The main clauses is VP had been hiding in the abandoned warehouse for weeks. Start with the auxiliary verbs had been, past perfect progressive. The main verb hiding is followed by the prepositional phrase. In the abandoned warehouse, preposition is in, determinant is the D, adjective is abandoned, and noun is warehouse, indicating location, and another prepositional phrase for weeks. Prepositions for plus noun is weeks, indicating duration. For the last sentence is the big girl saw Eliezer with a lovable panda recently. For the explanations, the diagram, the sentence has a simple subject verb object adverbial structure. The subject MP is the big girls, determiner is the D, plus adjective is the big, plus noun is girl. The verb phrase is VP is saw Eliezer with a lovable panda recently. Verb is saw plus object MP is Eliezer plus object is MP Eliezer with a lovable panda, and adverb recently. The object MP is Eliezer with a lovable panda. Is complex Eliezer is the direct object. It is followed by a prepositional phrase with a lovable panda. Prepositions with determiner is a, plus adjective is lovable, and noun is panda that functions as an adjunct specifying who or what was with Eliezer. The adverb recently modifies the verb so, indicating when the actions took place. Thank you.